am telling you guys right now, this is one of the most incredible palettes you will ever get your hands on. Incredible. Alright, my beautiful glam sisters, before we jump into this Melt Cosmetics fall inspired look, I'm Kristi. If you're new here, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and click that post notification bell. Join us, we're here every Friday and Sunday, and we just love for you to become part of our family. Please give this video a huge thumbs up when you guys hit the like button, and when you comment below, it really helps my videos out. Plus, I love hearing from you. You can follow me on all my socials, if I can speak, at Kristi Allure, and check out my merch Glamorous Life collections. Alright, let's jump into this look. We are going to use this Melt Brunet Palette. I mentioned this in my Sephora sale top eyeshadow palette recommendations. Although the Sephora sale is over, you can still check out that video and find out what has made my top 2022 eyeshadow palettes. And this is definitely one of them, and I had so many requests in that video to do this on camera, and I did do a poll doing like a fall inspired look with this one or the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. Now that palette actually got a little bit more, so we're gonna do that one get closer to at the end of November, so closer to Thanksgiving, and we'll do more of a Thanksgiving holiday look on that one. But I thought let's just do more of a fall inspired since it's starting to really look like fall outside now, which is really nice. So I love this palette. I already raved about it in that video. I'll let you guys see the price point right there. This is an amazing palette. I hope you got a chance to pick this up during the sale. It's all the beautiful neutrals you can ever want in this palette and just all your essential shades. The only thing probably missing is like a really dark brown to use as a eyeliner, but this chocolatey beautiful brown is still absolutely stunning. That is still a very beautiful color. I will show you guys the swatches right there just so you guys can see. So we have Suede, which is that perfect vanilla shade. We have Buff to really buff out edges. We have Cork, gorgeous transition shade. We have Musk, which is a beautiful taupe, kind of like a metallic shimmer. And then we have Tan, which is probably one of the deeper browns, and you can actually use that one as an eyeliner. That would actually be really beautiful. We have Bourbon, which is a really beautiful yellow bronze on the deeper tone, metallics, and then we have Stout, which is almost like a greenish brown, but more brown with like hints of green in there. It's a gorgeous metallic. And then Brunette, which is inspired by the palette. We already went over that shade. Really, really gorgeous. So let's start with Suede, and we're gonna just actually kind of smooth out my base. So I did put on my NARS 2.2 Nougatine. I don't know if I said that right. I was able to find it at Kohl's Sephora. So if you ever can't find a product, they don't carry everything, but they do carry NARS, and that was the only place I was able to find it. I did contact NARS, and they did say they're not discontinuing this. They just always run out of stock. This is one of their fan fave products. So I was like, you better not discontinue this. So this is Nougatine. This is really, really beautiful. I'll show you what it looks like next to Maroon Glacé, which is typically the one that I use all the time. So as you can tell, Maroon Glacé definitely has more tan in there. I had to show you guys a picture of it. I had to take a quick picture because it's hard to hold up both of them and cover my face, because if I don't cover my face, then I don't stay in focus. So that's the only reason why I was able to, I had to do that. But yeah, it's really beautiful. I love, love, love this eyeshadow base. I'll put the price point right there. Either shade works for me. I just personally wanted something a little bit lighter. And now we are going to go into Suede. And I'm gonna take that on to probably just this Armani flat brush. It doesn't really matter what brush you use. I'm gonna dip into that Suede. Again, this is just that perfect vanilla shade that we all need. Since I already set down with my translucent powder, I'm really just sticking to that upper brow bone area because that's where I want that hint of highlight, but you can take it all the way down, just depends on your preference. It's just that perfect shade. Do you see that? So easy breezy. I really love the ease of this color and how softening these powders are, this is just an incredible formula. So first we're gonna go in with Cork because we're actually going to use that as a transition shade, and then we'll buff out with Buff. So it's pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna take Cork onto my A503 BK Beauty Angie brush, and we're just gonna pop that into the crease right there, and look at just how gorgeous and easy that formula is. It just blends itself out. It's just the most incredible formula. I absolutely love this formula. Just building it up slowly but surely. I'm using a really fluffy brush. If you went in with a more dense brush, you're gonna get even more pigment, but I don't want that pigment there. I just want a nice transition shade. Now let me show you guys what Buff can do. So I'm actually gonna take that Wayne Goss brush we were using. I already cleaned it off. I'm gonna go back into Buff. And this is what I mean. You can just easily see that. Look at that. Look at how easy that is. It just buffed out all the edges. Melt Cosmetics is known for that. They had another shade, Blur. It was called Blur, and it was in their magnetic palette stack. I have it somewhere, but it's probably like way past the expiration. But that reminds me of that. It's similar. I mean, this one's a little more peachy toned than that one was, but is exactly that same thing. It was the perfect, like, literally to blur out any lines. I love that they did that. With the line, they did a really good job with transition shades, but they were makeup artists at MAC too, I think. So let's go in with Tan, and we're just gonna start building up the outer area of the V that we always do. And then I'm just gonna take my really small BK Beauty A504, dipping into Tan. It's such a beautiful, rich chocolate brown. Ooh. Look at how easy these shades are to work with. They're not muddy, they're so easy. I mean, any level, if you were a beginner in makeup, I would definitely recommend this palette, just because if you're like, I'm not really that good at blending, it's not my strong suit, I like browns, I like neutral tones, I like warm tones, you're just going to love this palette. It will be your best friend. Oh my God. Like, seriously, like, it's a dream come true for us girls that love makeup. All right, let's do Cork. Going back into that first transition shade, and we're just gonna go over that, what we just, not over, but like on the tip. I'm sticking to the very top of that dark, so I don't take away the dark. Just trying to blur out. This is a little bit big. We're gonna use my BK Beauty A502, going back into Cork. This time I need a little bit tighter of a brush, yeah, because I'll go over, if I use too fluffy of a brush, I'll go over the dark that we already did. So I don't want to do that. Going back in with Cork. I want to make this easy because I know not all of you are like that comfortable with shadows. So I want to try to make this glam, fall inspired, but easy. Okay, going back in, we're gonna just build up Tan a little bit more, just a little bit more right through here. I am telling you guys, go small. I used to make the mistake of going in really pigmented, and then it would take too long to blend out. I can do my eyeshadow looks so much faster doing it this way. Again, back into Cork, and just blending out. And then I'm gonna go back to Buff, I wanna keep calling it Blur, just to transition out and blur out the lines. Buff out the lines, since it's called Buff. And what you guys can do, so if you're new to my channel, what I like to show you with palettes is that you can stop here, you can pop in this color Musk. It's really gorgeous metallic. Here, let me show you guys the swatch on that guy. I mean, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Do you see how far I still can go? I still have so much left on my finger to swatch. That, my friends, is what we call a good swatch. That is what we call a good formula. And perfect for us ladies over 40, 50, and 60, because we need stuff that are you know, easy. Let me just show you on this eye. You can pop in musk right there and literally just put that all over the eyelid like that. And just keep that, build the browns around that. That would be absolutely stunning. All right, let me take a little bit of that off because that's not the color tone we're going for right now. All right, now we're gonna take this a lot further. So we're gonna go into Brunet, the star of the show. Okay, we're gonna take it on to my Sonia G Mini Booster. Such a gorgeous brown. We're just gonna pop. When I'm in a hurry, but I want a glam look, this is the palette I typically go to off camera. Just because it's so easy and I know I can get this done quickly. And I'm just stamping for right now and we'll go over that in a second. Do you see how gorgeous that pigmentation is and that brown? Oh my gosh. I love that there's no muddiness going on. Sometimes with browns, you have to be super careful. I see it when I'm editing my footage and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty when I'm putting it on. Can't really see it, you know, every little detail in my monitor. But then I get to editing the footage and I'm like, oh, that came off really muddy. A504 going back into tan. And we're just gonna buff around those edges. So perfect. I highly recommend putting this on your Christmas wish list and getting yourself some BK Beauty brushes because honestly, you guys, I think I go to these even more than my Japanese natural hair brushes that I used to just never think I was gonna like anything besides those. I probably use the most Sigma and BK Beauty brushes out of any brand for eyeshadow looks. I just find them, and Wayne Goss, I used to love his brushes, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they're not available anymore. All right, we're just gonna build that up a little bit more. Actually, let's take a little bit of cork onto that A504 brush that we were using and just go around the edges of that. Do you see that? Like, boom, what edges? Love that. And you can use, if you're a darker skin tone than me and this cork is too light for you as a transition, you can use that to buff out edges. So it just depends on, everyone's skin tone is different, coloring and everything. Going back in to buff, that light peachy tone color. Again, just repeating the process. So incredibly easy, right, you guys? You know what? Should we do a halo today? No, we're not gonna do a halo today. We'll do a halo on the Natasha Thanksgiving palette. All right, and can you see? No fallout. I mean, how amazing that. That metallic was no fallout, the darks, no fallout. This palette is incredible. All right, let's go in with this metallic now. We're gonna use Stout, and I'll swatch both metallics for you just so you can see. So this one is called Bourbon, and then the other one is called Stout. That one is Bourbon, and this one is Stout. Gorgeous, right? Ugh, I don't know. I kind of want to use both. You know what? YOLO. Let's just use both. We're just gonna take Bourbon on the outside, like the copper toned one, and then we'll take Stout more on the inside, but we'll start off with Bourbon. And let's take that onto a flat brush. We'll just use this Anastasia flat, or this is a MAC, sorry, a MAC one, 252 I think it is. We're gonna take that on there, and we're just gonna leave this one on the outside. Right there. Just almost like we're transitioning it, the darker browns into this other color. So we're gonna start off with that one. We'll see what it looks like. If that's not the look we're going for, then we can always cover it up. I just wanna see. I've never tried mixing the two together. I've done them separately, but I haven't tried them together. So we're gonna play together. Just gonna blend that out with my finger now. All right, now let's go in with Stout. Again, I cannot explain this color. It's just incredible. I don't know, it doesn't look green. It looks more brown than anything. Oh, it's just that perfect army color. It's so pretty. All right, I'm gonna take that again on my finger. I cleaned it off. Oh me, oh my, me, oh my. One of my favorite palettes of all time. Incredible. All right, we're gonna take my Angie BK Beauty A505. We're gonna go into Stout with my brush. We're gonna see if this brush is a good one for this. Oh my goodness. Do you see the ease of use with that metallic? It just literally glides onto your eyelid. It is so pretty. Do you guys see how it's not really green? So that's what I love. This is gonna be gorgeous on anybody with hazel eyes. Oh my gosh. It is really gonna bring out your hazel eyes because that has like that perfect hazel tone to it. I think I'm gonna cover up some of that orangey area. We're gonna use this one all over just because I don't want that kind of look today. I really want to keep it more neutral look. You really, with this type of metallics, a lot of the times you want to find these really skinny flat ones like that. I think this is just a Morphe one. If I can find, they always have them in Ulta, but I never can find them online. But just, they're like $3. These are like perfect for really just getting in there and picking up that pigment. Oh my gosh, that color is outrageously beautiful. BK Beauty A504. We're gonna go back into Brunet and just kind of make sure that we clean up that area since we put the metallics there. Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my, me, oh my, me, oh my. All right, going back in with that brush, going back over it with cork, or what was left over. I'm gonna put a little bit more cork on there just to buff out edges. Going back with my Sigma E40 with Buff. Just buff that out before we go in with the lower lash line. Oh my gosh, do you guys see that? Oh my goodness. All right, now I'm gonna take my Sigma E61. You guys know I have been loving this brush, and this I'm just going over everything, and that just smooths it all out. Let me know, since I've done the last few videos, I've been talking about this brush so much. Let me know if any of you picked it up. This is on Amazon and Sigma.com. I have both links in the description box, but yeah, so good. So good, so good, so good. All right, now I'm gonna take the lighter one, Musk, and we're gonna put a little bit on my brow bone and in the inner corner area. So let me take, going into that color Musk, we're gonna pop that in the inner corner, really pretty. Ooh, that looks good. Oh gosh, these metallics are amazing. Do a little bit on the brow bone there. A little too dark for my brow bone area. I think I typically use my highlighter for that area, but still really pretty. I wanna try something. Let's take Musk right here. I've never tried this. Let's kind of go down the center. Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, that's pretty. You guys can tell how excited I get. Okay, going back into Stout really quick. Is that what it's called? Stout. I hope I get the names right. Sometimes I messed up the names the other day on one of the palettes, and I'm like, Kristi? Oh, the Dior palette. I think I called it Fine. It was Pine. Oh, yeah. I need to get Lasix. Let me know if any of you ever got Lasix and how you like it. If you've had it for a while, if it's worked really well. I've heard really good stories. I've heard not so good stories. So I'd like to know from the Glamfam. All right, now I'm gonna take my rougher number 3. You guys know this is one of my faves. And I think what we're gonna do, actually, let's take some brown liner first. We're gonna use this Sephora, and this is their on-the-go eyeliners, and they come in a big size as well. I'll put the name right there, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm not quite sure what the color is, but it's just, or the name of the color, but it's just a brown. That right there is the perfect brown. That's exactly what I was looking for. Just that perfect like chocolate brown. We want it to go with the look. If I do it too ashy, it's gonna make the look more ash toned, more cool toned. I love these liners, you guys. They're so good. Now we're gonna take my Melt Cosmetics This is called the Slick Waterline, and this is in Apricot Cream, a really, really, really beautiful color that will go so well with this look. We're gonna pop that into the waterline. See how that's perfect with the look. These are really good. I want to get the other color as well. Now let's go in with Brunet on my Rephr number 3 brush. We're gonna smoke out that brown liner. I think those Sephora on-the-go liners are like $3 or something like that. They're so inexpensive. I'm sticking to the more chocolate brown instead of tin, but you can do either one. We're gonna take my Wayne Goss, since it's pointed, number 6 brush. We're gonna go into Cork, and we're just gonna go underneath that and just blur again. Blur, 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 blur. Just like that. I'm gonna pop on this brown liner and then do my lashes off camera. This is from Kiss. They just sent this over to me, so you guys know I talk about the black one. It's around here somewhere. It's just the same kind of concept, but it's black. This one is brown. So it's a lash glue and liner in one, but it's a really nice chocolate brown. So we're gonna use that since they just sent this over anyway, and I wanted to try it out. And this works as a liner and a lash adhesive. I will still use a lash adhesive, but if you don't, this is a nice alternative to black. That's pretty. First time I'm trying it. It comes in now brown, black, and clear. If I push this video out before my favorites, it's spoiler alert because these are in my favorites. I just tried out the new Thrive Cosmetics. I don't know if this is new, but I never saw their lash glue before. I'll show you guys right there. It's a clear one. This doesn't make my eyes itch. So far, we'll see, but it is a clean beauty line, and Thrive is pretty good about staying pretty clean. And I wanted to try out their mascara. I know a few of you have told me to try out their mascara, so we are gonna just pop that on before I do my lashes so we can see together what this looks like. I don't really wear too much mascara because I wear false lashes all the time. I almost like forget how to do mascara because I never ever wear mascara on its own, like by itself. I always have my lashes on, even to go to the grocery store. Yes, I'm that girl. Yeah, I have to clean up still, so I don't want to do too much, but I wanted to show you guys, yeah, this is good mascara. A lot of mascaras, I stick to my MAC one because it's the only one that doesn't affect my eye, but so far this hasn't made me really itchy either. I tried it once off camera, but yeah, that looks good. All right, I'm gonna pop on my lashes and I will be right back. So this is how the final look turned out. I did pop on my Amy June Eve 3D Silk lashes. Use code Kristi15 and get yourself 15% off of those $10 lashes. Absolutely love the way everything came together. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is not a new palette. This is launched, I wanna say last year, but I did pick it up during a recent sale. And oh, it is just breathtaking. It really truly is. If you were to ask me right now, what is your top palette? I would pick this one because it has metallics in it as well. Now, although Makeup by Mario is a really good, the Master Mattes palettes, there's no metallics in there. I don't mind that because I love my Pat McGrath metallics and my Natasha Denona metallics to kind of combine and mix together. But this one is just incredible. Every single shade in here performs beautifully. There's not one shade in this palette that doesn't perform good. There's not one shade in this palette that I will not use. This is my everyday palette. This is the palette, if you were to ask me what palettes do you travel with, Kristi, this is the one palette I would have to have with me. Now, because I'm extra, I would take the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes because it has the darker blacks and stuff like that, and just a multiple amount of other colors in there as far as matte tones go. But this would definitely be the top palette I would take alongside some of my metallic ones, but that's because I'm extra. Now, I did add in a little bit of hints of things. So I did try this on my eyes. So this is the new Tom Ford. I just rated this. This is the nude light, and I used this gold right there. I put a little bit of that and you will see me demo this entire thing. I put a little bit of that in the center lid, and then I went a little extra mile and I popped in a little bit of my Pop Shots, Hypnotizing Pop Shots from Charlotte Tilbury. You cannot get this one at Sephora, but you can get this one at Nordstrom and charlottetilbury.com. I think Diamond is only on charlottetilbury.com, but I talked about these in the recent eyeshadow look I did using the green one, and I did use this again just down the center, and I popped that on the inner corners, and it just pulled the look together so beautifully. I highly recommend all of these products I mentioned today. This Brunet palette is just so incredibly beautiful. It's unbelievable, you guys. Let me know if you ended up picking it up in the sale when I gave you guys my recommendations. Let me know if this is a palette that you were interested in, or maybe possibly will get in the next sale or just down the road for Christmas if you have a gift card or something. It is really, really beautiful. Sometimes Sephora does random sales, so make sure you have your notification bell on. I always post in the community tab. I let you guys know when things launch, when things are on sale. I know our lovely sister Hannah let us know that, because Michelle was wondering why this UK Glam Sisters don't get the same, Rouge VIB Insider sale that we get twice a year. Apparently you guys get more sales throughout the year and like a 20% off of one brand type deal randomly. So look out for that in your local area, as well as I think she said there's like a 10% off one that they do randomly. So I will put it down in the description box below. But yeah, this is a really, really good one to pick up, you guys. It is so incredibly beautiful. Let me know what you think of this eyeshadow look. I'm gonna rate this 5 out of 5 stars. It is the most incredible palette. I'm not gonna go through the entire rate card just because it's not a new product. I'm just gonna tell you guys it's 5 out of 5 stars, and that 1,000% of me would recommend this eyeshadow palette if you're in the market for a palette that's literally one and done. You guys saw that. I don't know if I've ever come across an eyeshadow palette that has pigmentation. I know because I've used this palette several times off camera. It lasts all day. It's just, everything is amazing about this palette. I cannot rave about it enough. This randomly goes on sale sometimes, so hopefully whenever you see those posts, make sure you get it those same days, because these always sell out, these matte palettes, whenever they go on sale. So stay tuned for all of that, you guys. We have a lot coming up. October favorites will be here soon. I will probably film that one after my Makeup by Mario one, so that might be later in November, just so you guys know it will be coming. I know you guys told me you still appreciate those. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this fall inspired eyeshadow look. This palette is just incredible. Let me know your thoughts. I love hearing from you guys. If you're new here, before you go, I'm Kristi. I don't know why I said that, but please remember to hit that subscribe button and click that post notification bell. Join us. We're here every Friday and Sunday, and we just love for you to become part of our family. Please give this video a huge thumbs up when you guys hit the like button, and when you comment below. As always, it really does help my videos out. You can follow me on all of my socials at Kristi Allure and check out my merch Glamorous Life collections, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys, love you.